The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for children's TV enthusiasts, adult virgins, and estranged mothers. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting night terrors, third-degree burns, or demonic possessions that may transpire as a result of listening to this sewage sprinkler. May God have mercy on your soul. Enjoy!
Unnamed Drag Podcast.
I am Nana Arthole and I've got a crimped tongue, so if I'm talking with a speech impediment, I'm sorry.
You have a scalloped tongue, not a crimped tongue.
I have a
You've not been sat there with a 90s hair accessory just steaming.
I have a tongue like a Cornish pasty and I don't know why.
Someone has taken a fork to the edges and made it look like a delicious meat pie. Hello, my name is Marilyn Sane and my penis looks like a delicious meat pie.
Also, you look like a freshly shaved baby and it's like weirding me out.
I've had my hair cut today and I shaved off the mustache. So now like from top of my head down, from eyebrows down, there is not a stitch of hair until you reach my luscious Henry Cavill-esque chest. Say nothing.
Yeah, it has ended your reign of terror on my sexual attraction towards you when you were like slightly more bearded. Yeah, so thank God.
Okay, well
it's just as well that I quit drinking and taking drugs, because otherwise I would have tried to assault you.
I mean, at least now I have a list of what not to do.
Don't have any kind of like beard and be marginally attractive in front of Nana Arthole. She will try and fuck you.
Basically, don't look like anyone who might be able to physically overpower her. Yeah, because that's my damage.
Yeah,
I'm only attracted to men who could hold me down.
There's not a lot of that, and I assume not hold you down in like a mortgage deal.
No.
Speaking of holding things down, seamless segue. I had Botox.
Speaking of pinning down the flapping tent, it was your forehead.
Smoothing the Millennium Dome.
When I say I'm jealous, I want to take a knife and carve my name into the smooth texture that is your forehead.
But you know that you could, because it's such a flat surface to work with.
It's like cutting a wedding cake.
It's not even been the full 2 weeks. It's got a little woman on top of it, a little figurine. It's not even been the full 2 weeks. So
and it was made by people who hate each other.
Yeah.
Your parents.
Yeah. This might not even be my final form.
Right.
Like in another...
Wait, so what does it do? So it gets in there and then what? Inflates?
So it gets in there and just
puffed out like one of those goldfish that looks like it knows your secrets.
They told me it was Botox, but it was just saline solution, and I just walk out like...
It's that foam you put in a crack in the water.
It's fucking expandable foams in there, you bitch. No, all that it does is it just paralyzes, like freezes the muscles that allow you to frown. So because they're paralyzed, they've essentially seized, which means that they've been pulled taut. Right. Because that's what I didn't understand. I was like, but if I just get Botox, isn't it just going to mean that I'm
like relax my forehead?
Yeah, like it'll just be even more like.
Because my relaxed forehead still looks like a crinkled newspaper.
It fucking doesn't.
It does though.
It doesn't though. It doesn't.
I appreciate your lies.
Talk to me again in 5 years when you catch up to where I am now.
In 5 years' time, I'll have been yanked so hard I won't be able to talk. But thank you. But also, like, how do you feel about the fact that it's not permanent?
Devastated.
Right. That's kind of what stops me, because I'm like, it's like 3 months, isn't it?
Every 3 months, I'm going to have to take on a booking that I just don't want to do so that I can go and get my forehead frozen
every
again.
3 months.
I mean, this is just me tipping my, tippity tappity top into like cosmeceuticals, really.
Yeah.
So further down the line, I just love to say that word. It doesn't mean anything.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's a great portmanteau. Yeah. Further down the line, I might maybe do something that's like microneedling apparently is really good.
What's that one?
So microneedling is literally where they just like fuck up your skin to force it to rejuvenate.
There's a roller for that.
There is, but this is like more intensive. It sounds like there's probably some like chemicals involved.
Come over to mine when I'm sewing. I need a new pincushion anyway.
Like, well, I don't look any younger, but I look like you could serve cheese and pineapple a 70s like dinner party.
I look like a child made a hedgehog out of dough.
I look like fucking Hellraiser.
Yeah.
I will say the weirdest thing about Botox is the aftercare. It's more frustrating than getting a tattoo.
Really?
Because with the tattoo, it's just, wrap that shit in cling film, keep it, wet.
Throw it in the river,
Yeah. And try not to sweat on it or whatever. With Botox, it's try not to sweat for 72 hours.
That's a long time.
After you've had it done, you have to like remain upright for 6 hours. You like can't lie down or like move forward. Like you've got to try and remain like perpendicular.
I have a
So
story.
I was reading a book in the most unnatural position. I was like sat on the sofa, like I was trying to hide in a spy movie.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Hubert Mann. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which just was so uncomfortable. It's so weird. You don't realize. It's one of those things where you're not aware of how much you like look back and up and whatever until someone says you can't do that for 6 hours. Yeah.
Matthew, my husband and partner and lover and partner in crime.
And whatnot. And,
Yes.
and business venture.
My captive audience, if you will. He was...
My Stockholm syndrome. Wait, that doesn't make it. You know what I mean?
It's all right, don't worry. My husband used to have Botox because there was a lady in his salon that did it. So he just used to have like what was left in the bottle. Right?
Reusing needles.
Yeah, she applied it with a leaf blower. He was going about the rest of his day after having Botox, like on his lunch break, dropped a clip because he's a hairdresser and just went boop, picked up, looked like he'd had a stroke.
Yeah.
One of his eyebrows just fell.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's that easy?
Yeah. It is what, like,
They just fill up your face with silly putty and say, go about your day.
Yeah. But like, she was very.
Enjoy, fuckface.
She was very. Eat my balls.
Surprise, cockbag.
Like, she was really good after she explained, like, because I said, oh, does it have to be 72 hours at the gym? Like, what is it specifically that means that you can't go? And she's just like, well, it's the sweat. You're going to push it out of your face. So then it's just like a waste. So why did you even bother if it's just going to like...
But what about the fact that I'm
disappear?
the world's most oiliest person?
Well, it doesn't matter because it's going under your skin,
Will the
and
oil
that's
push it out?
just sebum. It's not like sweat.
You're a sea bum.
You're a sea bum. You got bummed at sea.
Saltwater stings. My hiney.
The worst lube, salt water.
Diarrhea is a water-based lubricant.
Oh, gross.
Anyway.
Anywho. So yeah, I mean, so far 10 out of 10 would recommend, which I know that I probably shouldn't say because that's wildly irresponsible, but everyone is responsible for their own decisions about what they make with their own bodily autonomy.
If you came here for responsible advice, then you have other issues.
Yeah, you've absolutely come to the wrong fucking place.
Yeah,
it's pretty late. I'm going to go back in 2 weeks. Well, no, it's like a week now because I got it done on Monday, and it's currently the day the podcast going out.
No one cares.
No one cares. Sorry, you're my mum. And when she's like, "Are you happy with the results?" I mean, either way, I could just say, "Not really. Can I have some more?"
She's like, okay, bend over.
Yeah. She's like, I'm going to give you a little top up, and I'm just like, well, the bottle's already open. It would be rude not to finish it. Like it's wine.
May as well decant it into my gaping hole.
Yeah. I
of
was
a
just
face.
like, I've paid for the whole vial. I would like the whole vial.
Yeah.
Even
it out.
Even though the consultation, the little top up that they do afterwards, like they don't charge you for that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because it's kind of a little bit like. I mean, when I walked in. And I said this to her. I walked in. I was just like, "Well, you didn't wince when you saw me, so maybe it's not as bad as I think it is." And she just went, "Oh no, I've seen a lot worse, but men do tend to need like more Botox because they're, I don't know, we've got thicker skin or whatever."
Saggy.
Yeah.
Also, you have to remember she didn't wince, but her face is full of Botox.
So she couldn't make
If my brain could still send expressions to my face, you could see the fear in my eyes.
I'm really happy about that, Eddie. Can you tell? No. Money well spent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cute though.
Yeah.
Have you put makeup on it yet?
No, not
That's
yet.
gonna be so much fun.
It is going to be so much fun. Yeah.
Slicking it about.
Just smooth.
Your eyebrows are just going to keep going. Should we put them on? Then you can't stop because it's so smooth.
Yeah, I'm not going to like have all of the gathering lines because, you know, people say like 11 bars. I just have a 1.
Oh, same. Mine's this side.
Yeah.
Same side.
Yeah, same side. Oh my God.
Oh my
sister.
God,
That was fucking gross.
hate
Let's never
you.
do that again.
Let's never speak to me again. Don't look me in the eye. I won't look at you.
My forehead looks like it's doing long division, not only in the way that it's lined up, but also that looks what I'm concentrating on trying to do, like some long division. It's like long, like 3 long lines there, and then like a line underneath there.
Is it Stephen or you that calls it a cum gutter?
I call it cum gutters. Yeah,
Right.
it's so gross.
You know that's not what cum gutters are,
No,
right?
they're like
or the line down your spine.
Yeah.
It's a good cum gutter.
I mean, anywhere that cum can gutter is
usually
is
your
a cum.
face.
It's a cum gutter.
Alrighty then.
Technically, the inside of your ear could be a cum gutter if you were irresponsible enough.
Hey, don't judge me.
I mean, I don't know what you get up to in your personal private life.
Plug it up.
And I'm glad of that. Anyway, so that's my little update. Marilyn shaved her mustache, and I got my forehead frozen.
We are both slick.
Yeah. With just wet, shiny sluts.
In other news, we are now aerodynamic.
I feel like I can swim so fast if I had
Hurtling to a city near you. We can't stop. Please stop oiling the pavement.
Just slithering everywhere that I go, even on dry days.
We are the slug version of the dad from... never mind. What's that show? Rick and Morty. There we go. The slug.
Jerry.
Slug Jerry.
There we go. When Jerry was a worm.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm glad that you got there in the end. Yeah. That was like a wank on antidepressants. Like, I'm proud of you.
Honestly.
So anyway, what are we doing today?
Today, well, it was your idea, so I feel like you need to talk us through it because I'm still not sure I did it right.
So, I have been obviously still doing Le Tic de Touk. I'm still catching up on things that are kind of like, well, this is a weird one because it's a trend which seems to like ebb and flow, because normally trends like are a flash in the pan and they disappear. But this is something that keeps on like kind of being regurgitated in different forms.
The cycle used to be that things would go in like into fashion, then fall out of fashion because they'd end up on Facebook, and then become fashionable again because it was a parody of what it used to be. Yeah. TikTok moves that fast that things just become a parody instantly.
Yeah. And so, like post-ironic.
Yeah, exactly.
Like immediately.
Like it happened 2 minutes ago. Let it die.
Well, trends, all the normal like people say like they, you know, they're so fleeting it's 24 to 48 hours. But then there's certain things which just continue because people pick them up late and they're just like, well, I want to go on it, so fuck it.
That's what they said about your body.
They just picked up and went, oh, fuck it.
I picked it up late. It's past its prime, but I'll have a go on it.
Do you know how bad it is to be a nearly 40-year-old woman and only just taking some sort of control of the dumpster fire that you've made of yourself?
I didn't start moisturizing until I was 19, and the first time I did it, it stang.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I've been doing drag since I was like, 16?
Yeah.
Like, since the earth was a sketch.
Yeah, it's violent.
Yeah, so I've been like scrubbing my face with makeup and then taking it off and just going about my life.
You've been exfoliating with the spirit gum that you've pulled off your eyebrows into your skin.
I do that.
Yeah, that's gross.
Because I use coconut oil, and then by the time the spirit gum's kind of flaked apart, I do just rub it everywhere.
Like, just pretend it's walnut shell.
Exactly. May as well be. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Anyway, what are we doing today?
So yeah, I've seen lots of different variations of this. I mean, some people have gone as far as to do like, things that would put our dead best friend back in their coffin. And also the actresses from Six who did things that we would like send Henry VIII into a coma. So yeah, it's the Victorian child things.
Things that would kill Prince Charles.
Yeah. Things that would make Prince Philip curl up like a millipede.
Yeah, that's the one. I was like, wait, Charles is the current one, right?
But we thought that we would do drag edition.
Yes.
Which someone's probably done, but I've not seen it. And also I want to speak my truth, obviously.
So basically it's things about drag that would kill a Victorian child.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then I think I did this right.
Okay, great.
I have a sampling. Shall I go first?
Yeah, you can go first because I want to see if any of them match up.
Well, to be fair, they definitely will because none of mine are particularly original because it's drag. Nothing is anymore. So I've got, first up, death drops and tricks. Can you imagine?
Okay, yeah.
Can you imagine? And by tricks, that is kind of like an all-expansive term as well. Because like, can you imagine, a Victorian child witnessing a death drop, just like, mother, who shot that man?
I would also think that they would assume that they were a witch.
Right. Yes.
Although that's a little bit more like a Puritan. Like maybe I'm going back to like
the power of Satan.
I'm going back to Victorian times in America for some reason.
Yeah, the power of Satan compelled them to dip.
Yeah. Just like, she did fly. She flew without wings, mother. Like accusing them.
But also, while I'm on tricks, like a wig reveal.
Oh yeah, that would blow their mind.
Can you imagine?
Yeah. They'd be like, that hair wasn't growing out of their head.
I have witnessed someone be scalped, mother.
Also, multicolored wigs in general.
Right.
Yeah. Like an ombre dip-dyed human hair unit, which they then pulled off to reveal like
another ombre dip-dyed human hair unit in a slightly different shade of blonde.
Yeah. God.
Wild.
Yeah.
Also,
they would think they were seeing a shapeshifter and they would have to tell the church.
No, the Sasha Velour rose petal wig. They'd be like, oh God, The brains! They're spilling out! God! Oh, Jesus!
I'm going to have to edit that down. You peaked.
Where is my mother? Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be awful.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's so emotional, baby.
What are those-
back here? Forsooth!
What are those big red scabs plummeting from her cranium, mother?
Heaven's name!
Oh, God. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first one is I've clustered them all together.
Yeah. Well, that was my first cluster.
Yeah. Okay, of hemorrhoids. Yeah.
Vineyard.
Stinky grapes.
Yeah.
Getting ready in a storage cupboard with poor lighting.
I don't know. That feels just like that's got big workhouse energy.
Oh, yeah, so maybe they'd be able to get... But then I also... getting ready in a kitchen's pub with visible black mold in between the tiles.
Again, workhouse vibes.
Yeah.
There is not that difference between like...
They're like, my lungs are already full of like lint scraps.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, my
Ours are
hair
full-
got caught in a loom. I can cope with some black mold.
Ours are full of talcum powder. Theirs are full of matchsticks.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that also means that doing your makeup in a grimy club toilet that stinks of piss is probably also just going to be like just another day at work.
Every now and again, drag does give Victorian vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if we're applying the lead powder thick and strong.
Okay. Can I go to my next one though?
Okay.
Okay. Now I think this would send them into a coma for a different reason.
Oh, God.
Okay. Being paid $5 for travel between you after you got 4 Ubers back and forth to the club. So
What have you done? What have you unleashed?
So they would be like, that's a year's wages. So they would go into a coma. So they'd be like, how can that not be enough? And I'd be like, girl, same. How can
Girl,
that not
try
be
it.
enough? Yeah, getting paid $5 for travel between you after you got
Between
4,
two grown men.
Yeah, after you got 4 Ubers in total to the venue.
This should cover it, right?
When did you last the bird? When did you last burr?
When did you last leave the house?
When did you last burr that you think a $5 in any taxi?
In this economy?
Do you know what
on
I mean?
Beyonce's internet?
Bitch, I live in suburbia. I'm
Right.
very well to do.
How dare you?
I've had to come to city centre. You think that costs a $5 there and back?
And then having to haggle it?
A fucking bus costs £4.80, and bitch, I'm not getting a bus.
No.
My bus starts in Bulwell.
Right.
I'm not getting a bus
Yeah.
in face.
I wouldn't get a bus if I was you.
No, in general.
Look at you.
I wouldn't go out.
I'm a human being. Elephant man vibes.
But yeah, I think if you're going to talk to a queen about travel, regardless of how they're getting there, like the minimum that you need to like start to think about offering is 15 quid per person.
Per journey.
What?
Per journey.
I mean, to me, like that's a there and back. Like
15?
15 quid is a there and back. If
Gets
I'm,
you from here to town and back.
No.
No.
But I think that's the
So who are you lying
that's
for?
the minimum you need to start
So
thinking
they've
about.
gotten into your mind and told you that that's enough. It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Public service announcement. It's not enough.
But at the very least, when there's not a surcharge going on, if you're being paid in wet cash, you at least need to start at 15
per person.
per person. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you're not doing it by an invoice where you're like just going to transfer it afterwards and it's like, here are the Uber receipts.
Yeah.
And I don't even round it up.
Also, you're very good in that you will give the Uber receipts.
Yeah, I will.
You will
I-
ask for my receipts and give them along with the
even,
invoice.
I don't even round it up.
No.
And I could.
And I
I know
tip.
people that would.
I tip and I don't ask for the tip.
Yeah.
Just the tip. Because
Unless
like,
it's-
it's my choice to tip.
Unless it's a family picnic, and then you always ask for the tip of the ice cream, you pervert. When it's melting over the back of your hand.
The little cherry
I
on
just really
top.
like the way that it feels and it looks. I don't know why.
I hate you. I hate it here.
So anyway, yeah.
So you think that a Victorian child would be put in a coma
I think-
by A, being given a fiver for a taxi,
yeah.
and then
me being
B,
like, where's the rest?
Yeah.
They'd be like, this will see my family through 6 winters, and I'm just like, bitch, that won't even get me home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coma.
Well, no, they'd go into a coma and then they'd wake up from their coma and be like, oh, thank God I'm still rich. And then they'd go to get a taxi and they'd be like, where are you going to get with that? And then they'd go into a coma again.
Yeah.
Yeah, double combed up on a Sunday afternoon. I I put
Jesus.
my next one is a record scratch music mix. Can you imagine?
A drag queen answering an imaginary telephone call during a lip sync.
They're like, what magic is this? How did they have the record scratch exactly when they wanted it, Father?
Mother, when she talks, her voice doesn't sound like that. Like doesn't even understand the concept of lip syncing.
I have some accompaniments that would go with this, actually.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Right, a record. Can you imagine a whip crack?
Yeah, they'd be like, somebody damaged the gramophone. Like, that's so funny.
I also have a microphone.
Oh yeah, just this.
They project with the language of God. A smoke machine, a disco ball, any of these things. A disco ball. They'd be like, that's a biblically accurate angel, Mary.
Oh my.
Right?
Yeah.
Bay.
Oh my God.
Bay. Hey, Bay. Hey, Bay. Biblically accurate angel. Biblically accurate asshole.
Thank you. I wanted to make a TikTok on like Easter Monday, but I just couldn't be asked to dress up like Jesus. It was literally just going to be me eating an Easter egg and then just going, oh God, I'm late. And then getting up. And that's like, that's too much effort. I just want to read my book.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a joke, which is essentially it's not worth it.
I mean, it's nice that you think it'd get that.
Okay, moving on.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, God. What you got, baby?
Being sexually assaulted by white women and having to laugh it off because it's their hen night and also what they just touched was made of foam and socks.
Oh, God. This has become therapy now, hasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. There's some stuff I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's gonna send them into the grave.
Yeah. Being molested by a white woman on your fake body parts.
Yeah. You're like, because normally what they would expect is like, you know, just being dragged back into the mines by some man in a top hat with a mustache. That's not a read. But for it to be like...
What, the white woman or the Victorian child?
The white woman, they would normally think like, that would be a nanny. But it's like, why is nanny touching my no-nos? Why is nanny slurring? Why is nanny wearing a pink sash that says queen bitch?
It appears the chaperone has sampled too much gin.
Nanny, you wear a tiara and yet you're not a princess? Like... They
No
just
tiaras before 6 p.m. nanny.
Imagine this happening as well at Pop World.
Oh, God.
They'd have a heart
A Victorian
attack
child in a
at
Pop World. Oh, no.
That's it. That's the tweet.
Nanny, why are you drinking a blue from a fishbowl? I don't understand. That's horrendous.
Yeah.
That's vile. Did you know that you're not supposed to wear a tiara until after 6 p.m.? Unless you are royalty, unless it's like a crown or a symbol status. So if you're going to a race, if you're going to like races or like a posh do,
Or be racist.
right?
Yeah.
Pre 6 p.m. it's fascinators, and then after evening events it's tiaras.
That's stupid. You can wear a tiara whenever you want.
No, you can, because no one cares what you do.
Yeah.
Right?
In the privacy of my own moans.
I'm wearing a tiara right now, not on my head.
You just can't see it.
Imagine using a tiara as a cock ring. Anyway,
Wow, we.
my next one is photos versus reality.
Oh, like Facetune.
Imagine a Victorian child sees any queen's Instagram and expects an excellent, gorgeous performer.
Oh, so...
And they get bag of chips.
A literal bag of chips.
Right?
Yeah, a bag of
Yeah.
chips. That's the equivalent of me trying to explain Botox to a Victorian child.
Exactly.
They'd be like, so you had a sorceress? A sorceress cast a spell on your skin? I'd be like, well, yeah, kind of.
The village witch has pumped toxins inside you.
I'd be like, but I paid for it in wet cash that I made from a booking.
There was a gun on the table.
Yeah. I didn't have to pay for it in like, you know, showing my ankle.
Luckily, I got in early
wouldn't
because our last
process.
customer died. Don't worry about it.
they died on the table that I'm lying down on.
Yeah, but drag queens are fuckers for that. Thinking that, because myself included, I will alter my photos because I'm already altering reality by doing drag. Well,
Oh, you're already a liar.
Right? What's
you
the
might as well
line?
lean into it.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Oh, there it is.
if you think that my drag is unrealistic, you should see my penis. Like, what are we doing here? Do you know what I mean? What? What?
I thought you meant like your penis was really deformed. Like, it took me a while. I was like, oh, you mean I see. Yeah.
It's like when I had a mustache, people are like, that's not very feminine. I'm like, you should see my dick.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wild.
Some women have huge penises.
Some of those beautiful women in the world have enormous penises.
Exactly. So yeah, smashing boundaries every single day.
And Victorian children cannot cope.
No, they can't. Okay.
Oh God. Oh God.
Again, it is my therapy. Having no choice but to speak to anyone who speaks to you.
This has become harrowing. Oh, God.
I love the fact that yours are more just kind of like things that didn't exist when whereas mine are just these horrible social situations. Yours are technological, mine are emotional.
Having no choice but to listen to Becky's trauma dump.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
I can go on further and say having to wait while someone goes through their camera roll and finds a picture of them in drag to show you.
Okay, I'm going to sit you down. Where's the lens there? So, if you've ever done drag, right? If you've ever done drag,
that's
even
great.
Just once on
That's
a night
great.
Out,
We're happy for you.
No one cares, especially not professional drag queens.
She doesn't even care that I do drag.
I don't even know she's here. What makes you think I give a fuck that Terry put a wig on in the 40s? I don't care. I do not care. Eat shit. I don't care. I'm here to get paid for what I do. I don't care what you do. I don't fucking care. I don't.
Do you want me to go? Do you want me to go one further again?
Oh God. Are you going to make me angry?
Being asked by younger drag artists how to do drag like you weren't just swinging in the dark when you started.
Okay.
Tea though.
No, see that I don't mind so much because at least they're in the industry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't mind people being like, "Oh, can I have an apprenticeship?"
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Sometimes I might pay me, but like if we are friends, that's fine. If we've never spoken and you're like, "How do you cover your eyebrows?" I'm like, "YouTube, Google it."
For me, the one is always like, how did you first start like getting gigs? And it's like, I always give them the answer that they don't want to hear, which is like, well, I wasn't. So I had to make my own work.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how to get bookings. I had to make my own work. And then it sort of went from there.
Yeah, it's called gumption, confidence, and
delusion,
charisma.
Yeah.
Anything. It's called a backbone.
Yeah.
I can't find one for you. On a Pride, just having someone going like, I'm looking for a drag mum. Yeah. As if I'm going to go, oh, pick me. Yeah, pick me. I've had my drag tubes tied.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
ovulate sand.
No.
Like,
we'll be your drunken drag
We'll be your
auntie.
fun aunts.
Yeah, we'll give you some ciggies. Don't tell your mum.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Like,
We'll buy you a bottle of Blue Wicked.
Yeah.
And, we'll drive you if you're in a jam.
If you're getting in a bobo, we'll do that for you. But
By which we mean Botox.
Yeah.
If you're getting Botox, we'll drive you. I can't even drive. And we're like, we're getting an Uber and it'll cost more than £5.
And you're paying.
Yeah. At least 15 quid.
But we'll watch. Yeah, no, absolutely not. You know what else I've had recently? Someone stand there with me and go, I think I'd be good at drag. Which is like me walking into a construction site and going, I could fucking do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. All right, fucking do it then.
Yeah, on you go.
Yeah, crack on.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I think you'd be good at drag. You should try it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been thinking about dabbling.
Yeah, just like dipping your toe.
Yeah, just like cheeky.
Absolutely not.
What else have you got?
I've got the liberal use of the term entertainer. Honestly. Or, to build upon that, incomparable.
Legendary. Iconic. The overuse of the word iconic.
Yeah. Like, is it a piece of iconography or did Jason put a wig on?
The use of the word slay and work, would they be like, I'm going to be murdered and put to work? And you're just like, no, we just mean it's really good. Like,
I've also got the overuse of the word cunt.
Oh.
They would die. They would bubble over and die.
Victorian times, I think that the word cunt was used quite freely.
I don't think it was. I think it was still like the worst swear
No, I don't think it was. There was a road where prostitutes used to hang out. Sex workers, but they were prostitutes at the time because it was the Victorian times. It was called.
You only know this because you grew up on that road.
Grope Cunt Lane. I bought a house there. Or Cunt Grope or Grope Cunt. One of the two.
Did it get renamed? Please
yes,
say,
it's been renamed, unfortunately. Boo. But you can Google this shit.
Boo, Wendy.
Boo, Wendy Tessenberger. Boo. But yeah, Google that shit. That is
Grope
real.
Cunt Lane.
Grope Cunt Lane.
But yeah, the overuse of imagine going to see as a Victorian who saves up their pennies to go and see the theatre because it's like a rite of passage.
And they have to sit in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. And going to see an incomparable entertainer and then just having, turn me up, turn me, some lip syncing. Miss, I am not entertained.
Could I ask a question?
You can.
What do you think the nuances in differentiating a performer and an entertainer?
An entertainer is entertaining. Anyone can perform.
Yeah.
I can perform right now.
Oh. I mean, people do get taken into reviews for their poor performance. So yeah, anyone can perform. But it doesn't mean that they're doing it well.
It doesn't mean it's entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah. I can go outside and scream. That's a performance.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad that we sorted that out.
Yes.
That felt really important.
The incomparable. Who are we comparing anyone to?
That's great. Okay. This is kind of a two-parter again. Receiving dick pics from methed out strangers in Memphis. And then second part to that, who tried to call you on Insta video chat when you don't reply. There is a chaser living in a trailer next to a swamp somewhere right now, jacking off to your pictures.
Right.
In your requests, trying to video chat you, commenting on numerous of your pictures.
Not just in Memphis.
Commenting on numerous pictures, things like sexy yum, and yum is spelt with 4 M's.
Yeah.
And I know that comedy benefits from hyperbole. This is truth. This is fact. This happened. And can I just tell you, I'd never felt more hideous in my whole life. I was like, that fucking bitch thought that they could shoot their shot with me. I must be disgusting.
And you are. But so when an Asian
Thanks
man
for backing me up on that bitch.
When an Asian man whose entire Instagram is like rose petals and boobs with like love is the fingers of Jesus and tries to FaceTime you, send bobs.
Yeah.
No.
That happens to Marilyn Sane's Facebook account a lot.
This is why
you get
I don't
so many dick pics.
I don't respond to, if you've messaged Marilyn Sane on Facebook Messenger, you won't get a response because if I wade into that ocean of cock, I'll never get out.
Yeah. You'll go missing.
I'll drown in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The breastplate only made it worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right?
You encouraged it. You greased up.
You victim blaming? You say you're asking for it?
You greased up that banner.
Address is not a yes, sir.
You come up with that?
No, that was I got that from the internet.
Okay, fair.
Right.
Like most things. So yeah, that would definitely send a Victorian child. I mean, having a fucking smartphone in the first place, like
I have the wealth of the universe.
They would think it was an evil queens from a fairy tale's magic mirror. They wouldn't understand what it was in the first place.
And then when I show them gay porn on it,
and then for it to show like a pre-coming blood, like methed out
blood
strange,
orgy. Right,
like veins like fucking gummy worms.
Yeah, and it's always in a dark room with like the flash on, so it looks like it's being held hostage.
Like he's being interrogated.
With the hand around the base of it, so it looks like it's being throttled, like a turtle that's being held underwater.
The balls look like they hurt.
Yeah. The pleats are popping.
Honestly, like I want artistic nudes. I want arty dick pics. I want you to be draping a melty clock on the end of it like it's a Salvador Dali.
Natural lighting, perhaps some fruit.
Yeah. And I don't care where you put that fruit. Just make it black and white.
Right?
Yeah. What have you got?
Stretch fabric.
It defies the laws of physics, mother. It's not natural.
The fitting on this garment is impossible. How is it not tearing? It's true. It's true.
So stupid. Sequins.
Sequins.
Oh, no, wait.
I've got that. I've got sequins and rhinestones. They had glitter and they had jewels. But imagine a Victorian child at the floor of a drag bar picking up a rhinestone and going, "Mother, we'll eat for years. It's a diamond."
Just like, no, bitch.
No.
That's plastic with a silver backing. And it's not even real silver. It's tin foil. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. A rhinestone in the hands of a Victorian child.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's my last one. Actually, no, I also have acrylic 7-inch pleaser heels.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Why is she on stilts?
That woman is levitating. Kill her. I do have one more that's particularly horrible.
Okay.
Have you got any more?
Yeah, I've got, well, one of them's just turning it on. If you're just not quite there, if you're not feeling it, but you've got to go out on stage and just turn it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would send a Victorian child into a coma.
Or seeing a performer turn it off. Seeing the second they step off stage, going from like
the light.
Glinda the Good to the melted puddle of the Wicked Witch.
Seeing the light leave their eyes.
Just be like,
okay.
done.
Okay.
Being able to just disassociate whilst in a wig.
My final one is that they're much of the same beast. Halloweenkenders, Pride Weekend.
Ooh, yeah, they are the same beast.
Yeah.
The unbridled, unrelenting fuckery.
Yeah. Because you've got, I mean, in theory as well, you've got the gigs leading up to the season where you're just starting to dip your toe in the theme.
Yeah.
And then when it actually gets there and it's like, Friesat Sun, let's do this, bitch.
You have a picture with my baby?
Can you say happy birthday to Sarah?
I think it's nice.
Do you like my costume? Can you tell what I am? And I'll be like, no. No, because you're dressed as a meme and I'm not on your side of the internet.
Right.
I'm on the worst part of the internet.
Oh, were you a cow? Remember when someone released that Bitch I'm a Cow song and there was about 84 people on Halloween dressed as cows?
Oh, was that when Doja Cat did
Yeah.
I'm a Cow? Oh,
Bitch I'm a Cow. Like, it's a good effort. Well done.
I mean, Halloweenkenders in general, if they were out seeing it all, would probably put them into a coma.
Totally.
And yeah.
Demons! Mother! Demons from the depths of hell! Yeah.
Charity Shop Sue making an appearance on the mezzanine at Broadway during peak summer in Nottingham.
That put me in a coma.
I mean, bitch, I never wanted to wake up again. Like, it was a happy coma. But yeah.
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 Why is that woman so forward? Like, has she not a chaperone?
Where is her father? Her dowry will be decreasing by the minute.
She left the house without a coachman.
I can see her ankles.
She's wearing less than 4 layers, which means that she's a slut.
I don't believe she's got on a gusset.
I haven't seen her give to the communion at church. Not the communion,
I know what you
the
mean.
basket.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are all of mine, though.
My last one is just the unchanged horror that is the human hair wig industry.
Oh, God. Yeah.
It's exactly the same as it was in Victorian times.
Yeah, the fact that it's no different.
Selling your hair and teeth and singing I Dreamed a Dream whilst a 17-year-old cross-dresser goes, "Turn me up. Look how good it moves when I death drop." Meanwhile, there is someone halfway across the world in a desperate case shaving their head and selling
crying.
it.
Yeah.
I hope it was worth it.
Okay.
Sorry. Turn me up. Turn me up.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
But what, you know, when people are like ethically sourced human hair, and I'm just like, well, what is that?
Ethically
Is it the hair that fell out when people had chemo?
No,
like that's not ethically sourced. That's tragic.
I think it's donated in, I don't know.
So the people who were cutting off their hair when they're trying to raise money for cancer, and they put it in a ponytail and they send it away to a charity thinking it's going to be like a wig for a cancer patient, and it's been intercepted by a fucking drag wig.
I mean,
it's been intercepted by like Vanity. Is that her name? I can't remember. Yeah, Wigs by Vanity. Yeah. There's like a beeline.
God.
It's like the bit in South Park with the Cash for Gold. Like just
a vicious cycle.
Yeah, drag gives people cancer. People grow their hair long, try to raise money for cancer, but then more drag queens get, clown lung.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
I don't know where
circle.
that wasn't a cycle. That was like a ring.
All right. Then.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I also think that if it's ethically sourced in any way, it's not going to cost less than £600.
Yeah, true. Fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
And I ain't spending that on a wig.
No, never. No.
No.
The closest thing that I've ever bought to human hair was some human hair like extensions. They were very cheap off Victoria Centre Market.
Fair.
And they didn't hold dye very well. I'm assuming
They were cut with plastic.
they were cut with plastic.
Yeah.
That's the closest.
I also, like, I'm very
I don't even
aware-
think it said human. I just think it said that you could dye them.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be able to like do
So, like, occasionally there's a strand of linen.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, I wanted to be able to do like a lilac rinse on them for this costume that I was making. So it just said like, yeah, you can dye these extensions, but I don't think it said human because that would have been like, they probably like the Trade Descriptions Act for false advertising.
Yeah.
Like you can't say.
Oh, you think they're policing Victoria Centre Market?
Yeah. There's like human hair that's the equivalent of like, you can't call it a sausage, you have to call it a banger because
Yeah.
it doesn't have enough like good,
Yeah.
it doesn't have enough good meat in
Yeah,
it.
chicken-esque
Yeah.
nuggets.
I don't have enough good meat in me. Comment below.
But also I'm very aware there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, so
No.
pop off says.
Yeah, we're a cog in the machine. Wake up, sheeple.
Put your cog in my machine, daddy.
Okay, so
right.
please comment below if you have any suggestions of things that you think would send a Victorian child into a coma.
Mother! The cross-dressers are dancing again.
Drag con.
Oh, that put me in a coma.
That's enough to kill me off.
I would kill
definitely.
myself.
Yeah. Going Alton Towers, but you're the ride.
Right.
And then you're upset when you're not the ride, which is even weirder. Yeah.
Nobody asked for my picture. Oh.
So, thank you so much for coming on this really fucking bizarre journey.
It was a fun one.
It was really
I had a
funny
good
though.
time.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
It just makes you really appreciate how fucking stupid this is. All of it. It's ridiculous.
Absolute clown pussy.
Yeah. Like, just like the diarrhea of a raccoon
Yeah.
mixed with glitter.
Oh. So come see our shows.
So yeah.
We'll see you in the next Glad Rag.
We'll see you in the next time. We'll see you in bingo. Blah, blah, blah. Why am I keep like leaning way out of shot.
Because you're worried that like the reflection in your smooth forehead will like, blind
that
someone.
it's going to blind a plane and they're going to crash.
They are.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Mother! They're cross-dressing on the internet again! I don't even know what the internet is! Okay, bye.